Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to FREIBA E's Watch List, where we discuss stocks that our team is looking to trade as well as our community. We answer questions that are pressing to some of our traders and investors, and we do so right in our chat room. So go ahead and click the link in chat or in the description of this video and join the conversation. Don't miss out on another opportunity. We post a watch list every morning before the market opens, and it's been the hottest and best stock watch list on the market for over a year. And we're just getting started. So let's jump into the SPY, the SPY. This is the S&P 500 index here, and we kind of use it as the barometer for the day. And the overall market it's a good indicator for that, as it lists the top 500 stocks in within that particular ETF. There's also a few others, right? You have the Russell, that the IWM, and as well as the Dow are a couple other leading indicators for the market. But today SPY almost hit a new all-time high. So it is brushing up against the top of the channel that we talked about. And on the daily chart, you can see here that it broke over this line here that we had charted at around that the 470 mark. Again, we're looking for new all-time highs. Some positive data came out for the markets, the CPI data, and it was definitely a bullish day. So we're looking for this trend to continue, and we're looking for another candle over candle or a new high and a new all-time high over the next couple of days. We are still squeezing, so again, we're looking for some continuation here in the market. So that's the SPY. Now let's take a look at some of the trades that we had made today, and then after that we'll get into some stocks that we have on watch. And at the end, definitely just hop in to our chat room. And again, every morning you'll see a brand new updated watch list for the stocks that we're looking at and looking to trade on any given day. So let's get into it. So first, a recent favorite, Twilio. So it's definitely been a lot of bullish activity in Twilio. We've been trading it for the past few days, and it's finally kind of getting to the levels that we're looking at, and looking for this next squeeze and breakout. So we've kind of been in and out of it over the past 2 days. Like I said, the target still is that 315 mark. If that can break easily tomorrow, then we can look for this test of the 316.71, which was the recent high, and a potential break into the gap on the daily. And so we're sticking close to this trade. We don't expect this to go too far. Something that we talked about in chat, and essentially, because of the nature of business right now, Twilio is pretty bullish. However, there is some news that kind of needs to happen relatively soon. But there was an insider buy. Someone purchased $1 million worth of shares. So we're just catching that momentum that comes with things like that. So again, bullish activity on Twilio. Tomorrow we're looking to see this over 315, and then we'll kind of again take it from there. So that is TWLO, and so we're still along there. Next is Progenity, PROG, PROG. A lot of chatter about this ticker. It's been listed by a lot of other analysts and sources in regards to the short squeeze potential on this. Now, want details on what a short squeeze is. One example is why everyone knows about AMC and GME these days. Those were quote unquote short squeezes. But again, just hop in the chat there and ask a question, and we can set up, maybe even make another video about what short squeezes are and kind of some of the mechanisms that make them happen. But PROG, we scalped this in this morning, and we played this kind of parabolic move early in the day, And so this is going to continue to be on watch because after it broke down, it was probably about a 20% drop from the high, and it so it was under VWAP. It got bought up and it's now continuing squeezing and squeezing into after hours. So now it's well over the $5 mark, and so we're looking for some continuation out of this over the next couple of days. But this is one of the trades that we took here earlier in the day, and again, it was really nice trade, super bullish, and again, that short squeeze potential is what really drew our attention to this. So we definitely I'm going to continue to watch this, and volume, shares traded today was over 300 million, so that's super abnormal. And again, the potential on this is pretty high. And as far as levels, we have a short-term target for a squeeze up to 646 on PROG, which is basically just a wick fill from some of the price action a few weeks ago. So that's PROG, PROG. Next, some bad news for Activision today. There are some allegations in regards to executive knowingly allowing misconduct to occur in the company. And so this thing got pretty heavily shorted today, and we took part in that. So we caught it on the way down, and we waited for a proper setup, and we caught it on the push down, and it was a really nice trade. So we're really happy with that, and it did bounce almost exactly where we had traded it at, but we caught this dip right here, from the mid 67s all the way down to 66, and it bounced from there. It did make slightly lower lows, but a lot of support came in, and this kind of got bought up. Obviously, the company is going to start to defend some of the allegations, so we're going to keep this on watch, even tomorrow for another leg down, and then maybe some consolidation. And as things get cleared up, maybe you'll hopefully, or maybe over the next couple weeks or so, we'll look for this to move up. One other thing that happened was you had Roblox had an investor meeting today, so there was a lot of attention on that as well. So that kind of helped with some of the downward pressure here on Activision. And then we had scalped NEGG, NEGG. We talked about this recently as well. So we had this on our watch list this morning, and we played a couple or a breakout over this for essentially the red to green move. So it was over this local high here, and we were looking for a high day, and so we played this, and then it actually pulled back and then started to continue. So this is going to still be on watch, but this is one of the trades from today, and ideally we're looking for the test of the $20 level again, and so this we definitely feel that there should be some more upside in NEGG, but as with any ticker, we'll play it to the up or downside. So yeah, it is NEGG. And then another trade. We played AMC today, but not really going to get into that. That was more of a scalp. But AMC is kind of breaking out on a daily. But again, hop in our chat and we can discuss that a little bit further. But those are kind of day trades, and we're looking to just play that volatility. But IMMR is getting some attention because of metaverse. We talked about this on YouTube about a week ago or so. But IMMR has definitely been on watch, and there was some rumors that are coming around just in relation to what Facebook is looking to do. They have a metaverse-like technology, or like at least a usable technology that can be used in the metaverse. And so we are definitely bullish on this in the short run. However, there was some activist activity, and a director sold a lot of shares recently, so there's definitely going to be some downward pressure. But for right now, just with the rumors, it's kind of one of the things that we do as traders. is that we'll, deal with the volatility. So we're trading this to the upside for now. We do feel that there's going to be some pressure coming soon. There is a gap to fill. We don't expect it to fill right away, but at least a test of that gap it seems feasible over the next week or so. But there's again a lot of activity today, a nice positive buying day, over 2 million shares traded. So we're long on this, and we're looking for a couple levels to be broken, 740s, which seems that should pop over tomorrow morning, and the true test is the 780 level for a squeeze up to 8 and possibly into that gap. So IMMR is definitely one of our news trades and is going to be on watch as we manage this new position. All right, so let's get into some tickers here that we are looking at over the next few days. Some questions came in about RDW. They had some news with NASA, so it's actually popped, halted, squeezed up to $12, sold right off, and basically gave it all back. So we're it's obviously massive volatility. So this attracts traders. So we'll be looking for some more activity in this moving forward. They do have earnings coming up next week, so that could again provide some more volatility and some potential trades in RDW. That's Redwire, so that is going to be on watch. RDW. Next, PayPal. So we had talked about this breakout the other day, and it's continuing. So we're looking for the next level on this to be around 219. We do expect it to kind of cool off and maybe pull back to around 212, but PayPal is also going to be on watch. The ideal level is a breakout over 222, but we don't see that coming easily. So we're going to be playing it as day by day. And we had Square on the watch list, which is kind of a sympathy. It was a little bit oversold as well, but PayPal has a pretty big gap, and it's now moving up into that gap. So we're looking for continuation out of PayPal. Next, LICY. This is a battery recycling company. So this is related to EVs. This was part of one of the tickers we talked about in our infrastructure video yesterday, and it had a really nice day. So we're looking for the test of these highs over $15. We don't expect to get there right away, but this is definitely going to be on watch as volume comes in and we get some pops out of this. So we're looking for kind of a red to green, which the 1389 level is probably going to be closely observed, and then similar price action as we try and break out of this area here and get towards those highs on LICY. All right, next, another one that we talked about, the EV related, GOEV. It's breaking all types of levels. Basically they had earnings yesterday, and a lot of people are super bullish on this. It had a massive day and squeezed after hours over the 1250 level. So we're looking for some other horizontals to start to be broken here, and we have let's just zoom in or out. I can look at it and see kind of what the next level is. So 1329 is the next level of resistance, but with momentum in EVs right now, $15 is probably a good target after some profit taking throughout the week, and we'll keep a close eye on this into over the next few days and coming weeks on GOEV. Right, next is XPEV, XPeng, so ticker symbol XPEV, XPEV, and they're a Chinese EV company. They have been on our watch list a couple times over the past weeks, and it's finally starting to break out back over this $50 level. So we're gonna look for some continuation out of this, because this is a pretty nice breakout of this flag, and with momentum, this stock can go parabolic, and so $59 is definitely a reasonable target for this, to at least get back towards these highs, as again, the EV sector is pretty hot right now. But this is China, so we'll be cautious and watching this as well. Here's MULN. This is formerly NETE. This is MULN, and they had earnings, positive reaction to earnings, and now we're kind of starting to move up here. This is something we talked about yesterday in the infrastructure video, and so you have a couple peaks here, a couple levels, and we're looking for, because of this continuation, well, possible continuation and bullish activity after earnings, we're looking for $17 out of this, but it's going to be met with some resistance, so we'll be looking at the downward pressure first, before the breakout. So looking for a new setup, but ideally, we're looking for something flagged similar to the one that was formed here, and this kind of falling wedge here that broke out from is what we'll look for to set up again after a small squeeze. So that's MULN. Another EV name, SPI. This is they do light duty vehicle conversions for like utility vehicles, and this is a former runner. So there was a few names, a few traders that started to kind of talk about this a lot more. Got a few call sweeps, as well as some bullish activity, massive breakout after hours even, and so this is now going towards that 850 level, which is somewhere where it kind of struggled before. So we'll actually be looking for the squeeze up to the 887 before a potential selling, and so SPI will definitely be on watch. All right, next, RSI. This is Rush Street Interactive. This is something we talked about a few days ago. It's back up into this wedge here, and we're looking for some continuation and squeeze to basically the top of this red line here, which is around $22. I think this thing will top out at, which it's nearing that peak right now. There's kind of a ceiling on it from an analyst perspective at around $23, but RSI is going to be on watch. So we just wanted to bring that back up because one, we're looking for this level to be reached and broken. It happened, so we're just keeping everyone informed. And $23 is 22 is really the target right now on RSI. Then lastly, Roku. Roku is going to be on watch here. It had some news in regards to sale on some of their devices, which is going to drive one, just some attention to the name, and two, hopefully drive some more revenue. And it's in an interesting position right now as far as the price level. So it's kind of in a dangerous territory, being at this kind of last line of defense for support. And so the probability is actually a little bit high that it could break down. And if it were to break down, you're probably looking at around 250. However, there's a lot of upside potential, mainly because of analysts and the partnerships that they're looking to acquire to get their Roku platform into devices and things of that nature. So Roku is definitely going to be on watch as it starts and tries to curl and maybe kind of form a cup here and start to get back, maybe start to fill some of this wick back towards the $300 level. And so we're definitely looking for some more action on Roku over the next few days. But it's consolidating in this range, and we're looking for signs of this breakout. And some news came in today, like you said. So we're going to be playing this as it potentially tries to move back up. So that is Roku. And that is it for today's watch list. Again, click the link in the description. Let us know if you have any questions. We'll be happy to review your portfolio or trades that you might be looking at and give you our perspective, as well as catching that watch list that we post before the market opens every day. And definitely appreciate all the support, all the likes, follow. So go ahead and do that. Subscribe at FREIBA on all platforms, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot.